Hey, what's up guys? Your second favorite PE teacher, Denver, and these are, honestly, I'm afraid to give these spots away, but these are the absolute best places for you to land in Fortnite Season 7. Whoever hit a choice on that last poll, thank you guys for telling me what videos you guys want to see, and whoever clicked the use code thatdenverguyYT for free cookies, tell me in the comments what kind of cookies you want so my grandma can bake them up for you. If you say oatmeal raisin though, then you get banned. Thank you guys so much for using that thatdenverguyYT code to help out a real life teacher, and make sure you don't click like on this video so we can keep these spots a secret. All right, number one is right up above Pleasant Park. Now, planes just got nerfed, right? But they barely touched them. I don't know why Epic didn't nerf them more, and they are still the strongest thing in the game right now, and nothing even comes close. Maybe the Deagle, but planes are so good right now. For you guys who hate planes though, don't worry, all of these loot paths are still perfect because either the zip lines make it so much faster, or even just walking these paths, you still have a super high chance of winning. This first place though, it is honestly really hard not to get at least in the top 10 every single game. So here we go. When dropping down, you want to land low in between those mountains, guys, depending on which way you're coming from. Always take your quick look around. Here is really important because you need to see how many people are landing in Pleasant, but especially up on this hill at the ski building with you. If it's like 2 or 3 in Pleasant, you'll have a much better chance at killing at least one, if not all of them, because you'll have a lot less gunfire on you. Now, with each of these places on this list and just Fortnite overall, you have to decide one of two things: whether you want a lot of kills or whether you want a lot of wins. Because trying to go for both doesn't usually work out for a lot of us. I don't mind hanging out, looting in the spots where people usually aren't, because I still get action every game in the final 5 or 10 with a high chance of getting a win. Some of you guys want fighting all the time, so for you, land here still, loot up to 3 possible chests in this little building, get the ground loot, get in a plane as quick as you can, and start gunning people down. For you guys who do like to do things a little more quietly though, kind of like I do, and you're really going for high win counts here, loot up the ski building and either take the zip line or take a plane down to this little house with the quad crashers. Maybe it's just luck or that this building is just really good when it comes to loot, but there are, I think, like 2 chest spawns here, a bunch of ground loot. Make sure you don't miss on top of the campers, since I found scars, I found rocket launchers up here, but of course it's mostly luck. Anyways, after that, I land my plane pointing at the trees, and then when I leave the house, I just fly my plane straight into these trees. I chop them all down for mats. Now I have enough wood, usually enough loot, and not once in the 50 or 100 times that I've landed here have I ever seen a single person or had to fight here. If you have the plane, that circle means almost nothing. And I'll even spend a ton of my time outside of the circle picking up loot and hot dropping on guys that are still alive, trying to run in. I love heading over to Lazy Links though, and especially scouting any good loot in the sand pits on the golf course. Honestly, I have never liked Lazy Links. I don't even like landing there, but I can't even count how many kills I've got just from going to Lazy Links right after the first part of this path. If you don't have a plane though, feel free to take the zip lines back up to the ski building and then down into Pleasant to finish off the rest of your enemies. Now, either way, at this point in the game, if you're still flying and you took damage, feel free to pick up a new plane if yours is damaged, or just walk it in if you're anti-plane and follow that circle. The end is up to you guys, but by this point, you should definitely be top 20 or even top 10 or 5 by the time you really have to focus and try to win when you're on this loot path. All right, we can all hopefully agree how good planes are. Yeah, you might hate them, but how good planes are then. So this next spot is overall probably the best place to land, and I'm actually terrified to put this one in here because I don't want people going here and finding out about this place. But in the name of learning, number 1, start landing here fast before other people can find out about it. And number 2, there is one really good building to land at here to be able to kill anybody that lands here with you. The sponsor for this video is NordVPN, who also sponsors insanely huge YouTubers like Mr. Beast, Philip DeFranco, and tons of others. So I guess we are making it the big time these days, boys. Crazy that a year ago I was at 100,000 subs. But anyway, you guys need to make sure you are keeping yourself safe online, keeping yourself protected on those computers, phones, tablets, whatever you are using, because someone might hack you, they might steal your identity, They might even use your credit card to sign up for farmers' dating sites like they actually did with mine. True story, by the way, and it's exactly why I use NordVPN right now. Nord even lets you bypass website blockers around the world, and you can change servers like almost instantly to pretty much any country so you can watch shows and other stuff that are blocked in your country. Ever since my credit card information got stolen from a public Wi-Fi, I use NordVPN because they're the absolute best out there and actually the only VPN ever to get a perfect score from PCMag.com. Click the link in the description as soon as possible because Nord is giving you 75% off for the 3-year plan. So click the link down below or just go to nordvpn.org/thatdenverguy and use coupon code thatdenverguy. No, not thatdenverguyYT, like my epic creator code, wink wink, but you're gonna want a VPN soon anyway, so you may as well get NordVPN. See for yourself how awesome this VPN is. Now, the first spot to land was good, but this second spot, I'm just gonna say, it's so strong you need to land here before everybody else starts finding out about it. If you like to fight and still have a good chance of winning the game, you're gonna love it. When you go to drop here, this building right here is the building you always want to try to land on. And yes, you want to fight to get this building. There are lots of chests. The floor loot is amazing. There's even one chest outside on a stack of boxes. Whatever you do, try not to land on the low ground here or in the hangars, unless you plan on like getting 1 or 2 quick ground loot items and bailing out in a plane as soon as possible. And by the way, that huge building on the low ground, it's like a super long maze. It's just too easy to take damage and get caught in here. So unless you really love it, I suggest not landing at this big building. So with this building up top, always try to take a peek off the edge, see where people are moving, maybe even land some damage on the people flying planes away. Once you're done, you either want to loot the building nearby too, or just hang around up high for a second, shoot down on anybody that's down below you, and then zip line down if you need to finish somebody off. Either way, walking out of here is awful, so fly a plane out, either head to Greasy Grove, gun down all those people running around on the ice, or go to Happy Hamlet and finish off whoever is able to win out of that horrible place. Yes, I said it, I cannot stand Happy Hamlet. It looks like an amazing town. If it was like a real town, I would probably want to live there, but seriously, go into like Playground and time how long it takes you to loot this entire place. It is honestly like 20 minutes if you were doing it alone. But no, I don't have that kind of time, but I do have the time to go and kill whoever looted everything there and then just take all their stuff. I usually like the Greasy Grove route though, and I'll definitely fly over if I'm going to Happy Hamlet, since people in Greasy, they're basically just sitting ducks out there. They hardly have any place to hide. Plus that ice, it makes it so hard for you to build or stop and shoot back. And then after that, same as always, that circle will tell you where to go. Make sure that if you still have your plane, that you hang around the edge of the blue circle, grab any good loot you see laying around, or especially gunning down people for free that are trying to run in from the storm. I know I feel so mean doing that, but honestly, I'm just trying to get a win, and it's their fault for running in from the storm so late, right? Now, place number 3 is a place you might have hated before, and nobody ever really landed at this place, which makes it that much better for us to land here, and it is, you ready for this? Lonely Lodge. So what changed then? The zip lines. Everything else is the same, but you don't have to run slowly from place to place. These zip lines make looting all of this massive area like 10 minutes faster. Plus, being on the edge makes it so you won't have like 10 or more people landing here, and there is a lot of cover at Lonely Lodge. So anybody who lands with you, you'll get so good at learning this place that you'll be able to take them out with all the cover that's available. So some of you guys, when you're landing here, you like landing on the tower, but seriously, don't worry about the tower. I pretty much never ever go to the tower because it's just not worth it. I love landing on this flat area next to the lodge because you have high ground on anybody around you, plus you usually get the chest spawn and a loot spawn. Now you have a zip line right next to you, so you can take that. You can even drop down to the chest below. One of the best things though is to drop down on the cabin next to you and loot it up while everybody lands at the main lodge. They're fighting. You should be looted up enough to get in there, get a quick kill, or even just run around and grab tons of mushrooms on the ground until you're full shield and zip line around from house to house. The absolute best thing about it, and come on, you won't be surprised by this anymore, is there are 2 zip lines that take you right to the planes above you. I love grabbing a plane and shooting retail row or swinging south, looting that racetrack up if it hasn't been hit yet. Like I said though, just fight everyone you see or just fly wide and high until everybody else eliminates each other. This spot is super good for duos too. Like you can see my guy Brush, he was clutching it up and carrying me. Brush is insane, by the way, so go show him some love after this video because he is way better than me and probably going pro soon. Okay, number 4. How are we going to get any better than the first 3 places? You might be wondering, because those 3 places were amazing. Well, one place changed. All right, so Lonely Lodge made, of course, we have the zip lines now, but this one place, it changed, and it's now way better than it was before. Brush was actually the one that showed me this place, and now I'm obsessed with it, and it is the big sled. It used to be a big chair, right, and everything else is the same about it, but just that nobody hardly ever lands here. And of course, guess what else, guys? Yes, you guessed it, it's right next to some planes. For real though, the best thing about this place is that you can loot real quick and then zip line up and kill anybody fighting over the planes. Plus, for you plane haters, I know I keep talking to you, you don't even have to grab a plane because you can hit shifty and then tilt it up like old times, but those zip lines, they still make it a ton faster. The best part about landing here is there are a ton of places that you can go to next. Since you asked, my favorite though is to cut back over Happy Hamlet, since whoever makes it out of there alive is going to have some insanely good loot. Or again, just take those easy kills over Greasy Grove. Again, for those guys ice skating, seriously guys, please keep landing on Greasy Grove so I can keep getting free kills and make myself look good while you're sliding around on the ice. All right, you asked for it, the bonus place that you probably didn't know existed. I hope you didn't cheat your way here. You better go back and watch the rest of the video. Anyways, way out in the middle of nowhere below the rest of the map, and actually not even a lot of loot on it, but you'll see why it's still good, is what I call the island. There are only 3 chests that can spawn on this place, and sometimes you actually don't even get a single one, but no big deal. Grab some trees, break through the cabin for a rift to take you anywhere. A few times I saw nobody landing at Happy Hamlet, so I went there and looted it up for free, but usually I land at this little low point next to the island where I think is always a plane. Take the little zip line to get to the camping site chest, and then zip line back to your plane, fly up a tiny bit, loot some of these houses sitting around on the hill. Every once in a while, you might find someone, but if not, you will get so many chests out of these houses on the hill. Then I like to just go to Happy Hamlet, Frosty Flights, take care of whatever is left over there. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Twitch, guys. All the links are in the description. Thank you again, NordVPN, for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys click that link and show them some love too, and get yourself protected on the internet. You guys need to immediately. It's been so long since I made a best places to land video. I'm so glad you guys are loving it, and I really hope it helps you out. You guys already know me, and I don't put a bunch of nonsense in my videos, and I just wait until I have something really good to show you, and I'm so glad you guys always enjoy the videos. Anyway, have an awesome day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Love, Denver.